I wished we had a dead body we could pray for, but we don't. That would have been a great illustration. But I don't think anybody wants to sign up for that. But if we had one, this would be great. I'd have them at the altar under the sheet. We'd just be preaching. I've done that, by the way. In Africa, I have a tent so they can bring the dead, put them in the tent while I'm preaching so they don't stink in the sun. Yeah, that's a true literal story, by the way. I actually have a raising the dead tent that I've used for 10 years in Africa. I also use it for the demon-possessed because I figured the dead and the demon-possessed could be in the same tent. I actually put a sign on my tent called Dead Raising Tent. And people go, why do you have a tent called Dead Raising? I go, well, if I'm preaching in a city and anybody dies, I ask them to bring them to the meeting. We put them in the tent and we pray over them. And if nothing happens, we bury them. I said, give me 2 days. I mean, so if they're fresh, the closer they are to freshly dead, the easier they are to resurrect. The more days that get in there, once you get past the 4-day mark, it's somebody sent me a ridiculous prayer request. They're like, well, they've been dead for 2 years. Can we still go for it? And I said, I think this is a joke. But biblically, Lazarus was 4 days or whatever. So we could probably hit that max. But all joking aside, we really do pray for the dead to be raised. Literally. So whenever we have opportunity, we at least go for it. If nothing happens, we bury them. So we do take prayer requests. When people die, they call us or they email us, and we pray. And then if nothing happens, we bury them. But we've prayed for probably 1,000 resurrections, literally. And we've had 35 resurrections of the dead, testimonies of people raised from the dead. Some of them I've seen right before my eyes. So pretty amazing stuff.